Hi guys! In this video, you'll see how the actors of a TV series One Day at a Time 1975-1984 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Alex Hendris, Glenn Scarpelli, is a blood relative of Nick and was later adopted by Anne. He didn't know from his mother the love and care that he would have liked, which left its mark on him. He often had behavioral problems and showed whims at school. Max Horvath was in a serious relationship with Julie. He tries not to do hasty actions, work on relationships, but at times he can still be categorical. He's not afraid to take responsibility, including caring for her daughter, played by Michael Lembeck. Mark Royer was in a romantic relationship with Barbara. He's passionate about the dental field, which he studied closely at university, but actively socialized with friends and was able to attend parties. Has a poor tolerance for alcoholic beverages. David Kane, Richard Mazur, was in a romantic relationship with Anne, but they didn't progress beyond the engagement. Deals with divorce proceedings and is distinguished by a decent and responsible attitude both to people and to his work responsibilities. Nick Hendris raised his son Alex on his own for a long time. He had a joint business with Anne, but also maintained a romantic relationship with her. He has a strong-willed character and tries to find compromises in many life situations. Played by Ron Rifkin. Grandma Catherine Romano cares about her family, but not infrequently gets too anxious about it. She loves to plunge memories and share them with her grandchildren. She respects traditions. Played by Nanette Fabray, who died of natural causes in 2018. Francine Webster, Shelley Fabares, has an open personality, maybe a little naive, but she does her job professionally. She's not afraid to express her emotions and is sincerely happy when she completes complex tasks, characterized by caring and conscientiousness. Anne Romano is determined, used to defending her independence and skillfully copes with raising two children, as well as with work responsibilities. Is in no hurry to part with her freedom, played by Bonnie Franklin, who died of pancreatic cancer in 2013. Sondra is one of the visitors of the restaurant where Julie Cooper worked as a waitress. She loves when people listen to her carefully, especially if they are men. She can act flirtatiously, played by Susan Somers, who died in 2023 of breast cancer. Dwayne F. Schneider has been doing repair work and generally engaged in the maintenance of the building where Anne resided. He's talkative and somewhat eccentric. He's not shy, played by Pat Harrington Jr., who died in 2016 from Alzheimer's disease. Ginny Wroblewski lives next door to Romana and maintains a good relationship with her, at times asking her for help or, on the contrary, helping. She can behave in a peculiar way, but is not conflict-prone, able to take criticism. Sam Royer is Mark's father and tries to maintain a good relationship with him, just as he treats Barbara's family adequately. He is used to acting sincerely and is attentive to others, played by Howard Hessman, who died from colon surgery in 2022. Bob Martin, John Putch, was friendly with Barbara but wished to be in a romantic relationship with her. He is not noted for his quick wit and can act foolishly at times, but he can be resolute in his goals. He's not afraid to ask questions that interest him. Alice Butterfield is the wife of Hal, with whom she had a son, Chuck. Like any mother, she worries about her child, but sometimes idolizes him, against the background of which she can offend another person. Adheres to standard values, played by Kay Callan. Eloise is one of Mark's neighbors, whom his wife Barbara didn't like very much. She has a liberated nature and sometimes doesn't care what much about embarrassing or making anyone uncomfortable. Loves to rub Barbara's hair. She was played by Susan Richardson. Frank is one of Anne Romano's neighbors. He tries to interact adequately with neighbors, not provoke scandals, but still doesn't give up his position. He is able to calm down if necessary, played by Dick Van Patten, who passed away in 2015 from diabetes. Mr. Morton knows Anne Romano and some members of her family, tries to maintain a certain privacy during conversations, can be persistent but does it gently, tends to be emotionally, played by William Schullard, who died of peripheral neuropathy in 2016. August LaRocca is one of Anne's business partners, in whom she had a romantic interest, can be attentive in his work, listen to his partner's requests, but not shrewd enough in personal matters, played by Nicholas Coster, who died of cancer in 2023. Mr. Bertie works in the legal field and was in contact with Anne regarding work matters. He tries to build trusting relationships with his clients and knows how to be sympathetic, can act wisely, played by Leonard Stone. Mrs. Shaddock was a client of Anne Romano. She is characterized by eccentric behavior and sometimes even somewhat strange. She is also self-confident and is used to acting decisively, regardless of what others think of her. The role is played by Ellen Travolta. Keith Schneider is one of Dwayne's relatives. He tries to be persistent despite his age and adapt to existing circumstances, capable of being adamant in his decisions, even with adults. But in general, he is friendly. The role is performed by Corey Feldman. Beer Belly maintained a friendly relationship with Schneider, has a humorous nature, and it can be difficult for him not to laugh at a funny situation. Has an emotional facial expression, played by Chuck McCann, who died in 2018 of congestive heart failure. Bonnie wanted to be Julie Cooper's roommate, but Anne didn't like her too much. She's used to being careless about many things, doesn't know how to think ahead, and is rather promiscuous in her connections. She has a charming smile, played by Constance Forsland. Roger Buckley tries to be a social person and win people over, but his free and friendly attitude is not always to be liking of other people. He knows how to quickly navigate the situation and is able to carry on a conversation. He was played by Richard Klein. Parsons, Harry Kisser, shared a cell with Schneider for some time, loves to gamble, can act unexpectedly, and has somewhat abrupt movements. It's difficult for him to be conscientious, and other people's opinions do not play much of a role for him. Has a hard look. Harvey Schneider, Mark Hamill, is Dwayne's own nephew. He has a somewhat different values and is not too concerned with an honest lifestyle. He's used to acting quickly, without too much explanation, and has a certain dexterity that allowed him to steal discreetly. Professor Barr, Lawrence Pressman, teaches a discipline at the college where Barbara Cooper is enrolled. He has a certain self-confidence, sometimes lacks ethical behavior to students, and made an appropriate proposal to Barbara, may give in to impulse. Barbara Cooper, Valerie Bertinelli, is one of Anne's daughters. She tries to improve relations between her sister and mother, and although she's not a rebel by nature, can make sarcastic statements. She's not used to creating problems and going against the rules. Julie Cooper, Mackenzie Phillips, is the only sister of Barbara. She expresses much of her lack of acceptance of the situation and often behaves unrestrained, not caring about the consequences, rarely listens to family arguments, and is used to acting on her own. Mr. Romano, El Ruscio, is one of the residents of Dwayne Schneider. He strives to live in adequate conditions, is not particularly inclined to make scandals, but if something greatly outrages him, he cannot resist speaking out. He is irritated by irresponsibility. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.